Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Monday, the 2nd of December 2024. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 closed up just a touch today to 8,445 points. Wasn't really that much going on. The big miners and retail stocks were higher while the banks were mixed. Outperformers among the large caps at least were WiseTech Global and Wesfarmers, though they were only up a little over 1%. Goodman Group was the underperformer. Across the market, tech stocks and consumer discretionary businesses did best, while healthcare did worst. In corporate news, Telstra said it has acquired Boost Mobile for an undisclosed sum. Northern Star, the gold digger, agreed to buy smaller rival De Grey Mining for $5 billion. That's a big deal in that sector. And fund manager Net Wealth said its funds under management has passed $100 billion for the first time. Mind you, investors sold off the stock. It finished down nearly 5%. Mind you, it's up about 90% this year. Story number 2, Metcash, the wholesaler to IGA supermarkets, has struggled to grow earnings in the past 6 months, even on higher revenue. Its half-year result to the end of October was better than expected, and that meant its share price rose 2.4%. The group profit was about $1.42 million, though it did cut its interim dividend by about 22%, and revenue was higher. Chief Executive Officer Doug Jones said holding market share as shoppers look beyond Coles and Woolies was a challenge, but IGA seemed to be doing it. Metcash's portfolios include IGA, Foodland and Ritchie's, as well as Mitre 10 and Total Tools. They also have some liquor stores. While supermarkets held up well, the hardware stores suffered, with sales down nearly 6%. Story number 3, Sydney Harbour's Luna Park is back in local hands after pub and hotel company Oscars Group bought it off Canadian giant Brookfield. Oscars plans to have a series of new harbourside restaurants and bars at the location. Brookfield bought it from Multiplex back in 2007, then put it up for sale in June this year. The price wasn't disclosed, but it's expected to be that $50, $60, $70 million mark. Might not sound a lot, but under New South Wales law, the site must remain an amusement facility, so you can't knock it down and build houses or anything like that. Hence, the price probably isn't as high as many people thought it might be. It will take more money to introduce new rides, eateries and conference facilities, and that's what Oscars Group plans to do. Oscars Group beat off others, including Warner Brothers Movie World and Dreamworld. Story number 4, the largest attempted importation of cocaine in Australia's history has been thwarted by police, who have charged more than a dozen people over the $1 billion haul. The AFP charged 11 men and 2 juveniles with conspiring to import 2.34 tonnes of cocaine into the country by sea, according to AAP. It's alleged the men and crew of a vessel attempted to import the drugs into Queensland, with multiple groups planning to collect the cocaine on shore. The men were arrested on Saturday following a collaborative effort by the AFP and Queensland Police investigating a transnational organised crime syndicate. The amount of cocaine allegedly attempted to be imported weighs the same as a Ford Raptor ute. And story number 5, a record number of Australians are struggling to pay their energy bills, according to the market regulator. The Australian Energy Regulator said that 1.9% of customers are now on hardship payment plans. That's up from 1.4% 12 months ago. But the average cost of debt is lower than 12 months earlier, thanks to the federal government's $300 rebate introduced on 1 July. The regulator also said more people entering hardship payments are doing it earlier, and that's a good thing. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 2nd of December, 2024. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning with the Tuesday edition of Fear and Greed Business News. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.